y'all. Y'all are watching Vibing with Josey Stylez. I have a special guest here today. I'm sure you know him. Legend. But we're going to have him introduce himself. What's the name and where you from?
What's up, peoples? My name is Anthony Haywood Jr., a.k.a. B.I.Z., a.k.a. the OG, half man, half amazing.
Where you from?
Representing Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, all day, every day.
We came with them days. What? Why, should I ask you? Why do you call you half man, half amazing?
Interesting story. Back in 1992, I was playing up in Rucker. This was my first year at Rucker. Maybe my second game up there, because initially nobody knew who I was coming up there. They knew me in Brooklyn, but nobody knew who I was really in Harlem. My man Charles Jones used to play at LIU, two-time NCAA scoring champion, played in the league with the Bulls and the Clippers. He brought me up there. He brought Mousy down to Kingston Park. That was a tournament back in the day. Come watch me play. Had a great game that day because Mousy was looking for a big man, and CJ was like, I don't have a big man, but he played like one. So Mousy came to watch me play. I had a good game. He told me the day to come up there. So fast forward, made my first and second game. We on a break. Run on the side. Guard gives me a bounce pass. The guy on the other team, he tries to take a charge. But I jumped over him and dunked it. So everybody was like, who's that? Get at the Biz. So it was like, nah, we can't call him Biz no more. So for the rest of the game, I kept hearing half man, half amazing on the mic. But I didn't know what he was talking about until the game was over. Because people yelled, good game, half, good game, half. It's half. So he was like, yo, that's you. That's what they was calling during the game. So, summer 1992, I got that game, got that name, half man, half amazing.
For those that don't know, New York City has a park named Rucker Park. It's known as the ballpark in New York City.
The Mecca of street ball, that's what it's called.
Mm-hmm.
Rucker Park, shout out to EBC.
Did you get drafted?
No, I didn't get drafted into the league. I got scouted lightly when I was playing at Pratt, Brooklyn, by a little small-town scout with the Knicks, because my assistant coach had contacts. But I never got to the league, but I was fortunate enough to go overseas and play professionally overseas for about 5 years.
So what's your vibe?
My vibe, laid back dude. Right now I currently I run a gym program at a juvenile detention facility up in Valhalla. So shout out to Woodfield, all the youngers up there, we're trying to get them right. Still playing ball, 54 years old. Still playing ball, still traveling, playing, fortunate enough to be blessed, to be healthy like that. Working with my guys from Ill Thinkers, shout out to them. They keep me out there trying to keep me relevant. Working on a small clothing line. I got my little clothing line, the Real Half Man, Half Amazing Global Basketball Academy, LLC. So we're gonna start pushing that a little harder, in 2026. See what comes from that. And other than that, just being me, just being easy, staying out the way.
If there's any advice you can give to new upcoming ballers, what would it be?
Patience. Be patient. This generation now is instant gratification. They want everything overnight. They want overnight success. Everything doesn't happen like that. Be patient. Take time. You're going to make mistakes. Make sure you learn from your mistakes so you don't repeat them as you go on your travels. And pay attention to what's going on around you. Don't think that you are the be-all of everything. You might see some other guys out there who got a nice game. You might want to take some from his game, and add it to your repertoire. So be patient, pay attention, work hard, and just be humble.
Okay, well, it was great having you.
Appreciate you having me.
Man, half amazing. And one legend. Oh.
My pleasure, my pleasure. Thank you, darling.
watching Vibing with Josey Stylez. We have a special guest here today. Introduce yourself and let us know where you're from.
How you doing? My name is L.A., L to the A, you know what I'm saying? I'm an actor, entertainer, you know what I'm saying? I also do music, I'm a music artist. And, you know, I make a lot of movies, that's what I do, you know what I'm saying?
So you're in the film business.
Yes, I am, yes, I am, yes, I am.
Okay.
Entertainment business, yes.
Where do you see yourself going from here?
From here, where I'm at right now, I always see myself going up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the film business.
Yeah, it's only up from here. Like, you know, everything that I've accomplished now is like, it's only to go up. I can't go down.
Okay. What, coming from the neighborhood you're from, what made you get into acting?
No. What made me get into acting, coming from the neighborhood that I'm from, what made me get into acting was that, you know, I just wanted to, you know, like, not even more so get out the hood, but, you know what I'm saying, I just wanted to make it, you know what I'm saying? You know, people don't looking to make it out the hood, you know what I'm saying? So I took acting as, like, my route, you know what I'm saying? I used to play football, but, you know, football didn't work out for me. You know, I found another skill about myself. So, you know, I might not be able to play football and make it to the NFL, but I can act. You know what I'm saying? I live in New York City. You know what I'm saying? As we live in New York City, I could just act in New York City. Like, that's where they do a whole lot of acting. That's where they shoot on the show. So that's what I did.
Who would you like to work with?
If I had the opportunity to work with anybody, I'd work with Samuel L. Jackson, Denzel Washington, Eddie Murphy. Right now, those top people on my list. And hold on.
Those are legends.
Yes, definitely. Hold on a sec. Wesley Snipes is coming to my brain. Alright, boom. Alright, Lawrence Fishburne. I got a whole list of people. Ice Cube, Mike Epps. You know what I'm saying? The Wayans brothers. Like, it's a list. It's a list of what I work with. Yeah.
What projects have you done?
Projects I've done this. I've done, I Will Do the Names, Central Park 5. I've done, what's his last movie I just did? It's called Guns Up with Kevin James, Louis Wilson, and Tony Diaz. That was a dope project. I worked with Method Man. I worked with Spike Lee on the Black Klansman. Yeah, who was that? Get Happy. Clifford the Big Red Dog. Like, let me see, Wu-Tang. You know what I'm saying? What's that? The Get Down. You know what I'm saying? I work with Mac Wild and Tiana Taylor on the Breaks. You know what I'm saying? And What Happens Too. Yeah, that was a dope experience. You know what I'm saying?
Where can everyone find you? Like, when everybody want to get in touch with you, how can they find you?
Well, if you want to find me, you feel me, you gotta pull up the book, you feel me, you pull up the bad style, you feel me, and ask around, you know what I'm saying? It's telling us you looking for LA, you gonna get my number like that, you know what I'm saying? If you don't find me, I find you. But you can find me, you know what I'm saying, at LA Mealy 45 on all platforms. Mealy spelled M-E-A-L-Y. LA-M-E-A-L-Y 45 on all platforms.
Who's your favorite actor, director, producer? What's on that inspire you?
Of all time? Alright, so I can deal with what kind of question you proposing. But it's a multi-level answer to that. Yeah, it's a multi-level question with multi-level answers. So my favorite actor is I. But people who have inspired, I ain't gonna hold you. One person who inspired me, but also at the same time kind of like disappointed me. And I'm gonna keep that to a whole other conversation. But the brother man, Will Smith. You know what I'm saying? You know, I used to grow up, people would tell me, oh, you like Will Smith? They say that shit all the time. So cool, that, boom. You know what I'm saying? Richard Pryor. Like, like I said before, Eddie Murphy, you know what I'm saying, Martin Lawrence, you know what I'm saying, I grew up in the 90s, you feel me, Tupac, you know what I'm saying, these people in entertainment, these particular figures, you feel me, Muhammad Ali, you feel me, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King Jr., you feel me, the people who came before me who was prominent, you know what I'm saying, in history, who did things that got the people's attention, you feel me, those are the people who inspired me. James Brown, you feel me, so a whole bunch of names that I can.
And what's your toughest role?
My toughest role that I've ever had to play. That's a good question.
Because it's tough itself, being an actor, learning a script.
Right, but I enjoy what I do, you feel me? So it's like every character I take on has a different challenge, you feel me? I wouldn't really say that a role is particularly tough. I say that, you feel me? Me being an actor, it's my job and my duty to transform into that particular character. If somebody say, you're a coward, I'm gonna be a coward, you say move. Let's move it in. Yeah. What? You know what? I'm gonna be honest. I got you, I got an answer for you. The toughest role that I ever played, it got me kicked off the set. So I was on this set, right? It was supposed to be like a mosh pit, you feel me? But in the mosh pit, it was a dude, he had an afro, he had a beard, he had on a crop top, tank top, you know what I'm saying? He had some poom poom shorts on. When I seen some with the poom poom shorts, I was like, nah, son, I'm not with none of this shit. They was doing like a mosh pit, director like, oh, you gotta touch elbows, I'm like, no, I ain't with none of this shit, y'all need Jesus. In fact, so they sent me home, I still got paid. But that was a tough role, I wasn't doing that shit. I was in the mosh pit, but I'm not touching the elbows with these men. You motherfuckers out there, you a grown ass man, you got on the bed and fucking poom poom shorts. No, son, what are we shooting? What type of freak show is this? Kids is watching this, dude. I ain't with shit like that. No, son, that was a tough role. They sent me home for the day. I got kicked off the set. It wasn't the first time, won't be the last. I ain't with that shit.
He said, not me, not today. Are you working on any projects at the moment? Let the people know what projects you're working on.
Yes, I'm working on this project. It is called, right now, we're going to call it Shaving Cream. You know what I'm saying? It's not to be named. I can't tell the people what the name is. You know what I'm saying? When we drop it, but we're going to call it Shaving Cream for the people. So I'm working on Shaving Cream right now, you feel me? I'm gathering my people. You know, I'm working with a whole bunch of good people, a great cast of people come together. And whenever we come together, we make a good production. And at the end of this movie, it's gonna be joy. It's gonna be like, oh, word, like, oh, I like that. I wish that was a dope movie. That's how the feeling gonna be when we get to the end. You feel me? But it's called Shaving Cream, and it's about I give like a little rundown. It's about a crew of people. They come together. They got their differences, but they pull together, rob a bank. And they get away with it. But the question is how. That's where the entertainment lies.
Stay tuned. Well, it was good having you. Thank you for coming on that interview with Vibrant Josey Stylez.
Thank you for having me.